What's the pred? What's the pred for Cobble?
What's for CSGO Lounge? Or just in general?
No.
For this match?
The U pred. I want to know the U pred.
I only know the... that joke wasn't going to work. I'm going to call this for CLG.
Score?
They're starting off on CT side right now. It's probably going to be a 16-12 final score, but things are looking better for Splyce with the opening kill from Akis, trying to go for a second one. Glock burst does not work and finally capitalizes on a kill onto Little Man. Bomb is now planted. It's a 5 versus 2 situation. Nice one tap from Tarek, spots 2 more towards the A site, but nothing more out of that. Beretta's coming through, and Peter does the 180 flick. What's your prediction?
It's going to be a nice... I think your prediction is really good. I'm going to give it to Splyce. I'm going to give it to Splyce 16-12.
So same scoreline, just different team.
Different team, yeah.
Just because you want to go against
Opposite van.
Opposite van.
Call it the Oppa van.
Call me Positive Launders. Does that work?
What's that?
Calling myself Positive Launders?
Positive Launders. Yeah.
But now Akis and company will try to move up here towards this middle area once again. They do have some machine guns, a stack coming through, but that's not enough here to hold this long A area. So they're just getting picked off, rushing through the doors as well. So JDM is going to be the last man standing. Will try to save this AK-47, and they're going to try to hunt them real quick.
Cobble's definitely a great map to end this on, I think. Like, there are a lot of things I don't like about the map, but I think it's really fun to watch, and I think a lot of pro teams like it, and I think it always results like these really, really insane rounds, especially clutch rounds and stuff like that. The explosiveness and trades that we're seeing from Splyce, I really like to see this tempo, especially carrying on into the first rifle rounds. I feel like if you put CLG in a position where they just feel like overwhelmed, especially on like a first rifle round, they might lose a lot of momentum, and that would be a great way to kick off the half. I mean, obviously it depends who you're rooting for, but in terms of Splyce coming off of this pistol round win, turning that into momentum into the 4th and 5th round, I think like tempo is key. Here they have 4 of them pushed over towards B with 1 person watching the flank fully. Roro has fallen into the drop. He sees Finesse. He's taking the peek. There's 2 people stacked up. They're both going to go down. FNS is going to go down as well. And that is most likely the round clean. But any kills that can be had, they'll take them. Peter going to make sure that doesn't happen, and so does Stewie.
So they'll take none. Lots of kills with the submachine guns, which definitely will bring up the economy quite high right now for Splyce. And at this point, how confident Stewie 2K was with the MP9 on Train, he's going to keep it with the MP7 on Cobble against a full gun round of CLG, where Finesse loves to play with that Mag 7 inside that drop zone area and has been very effective with it in the past. Let's see what happens. They're just pushing through this smoke. Spray's coming across as well. AK picked up, and he still stays alive, Cutler. Now it's a 5 versus 3. They're still running through the smoke, and Slemmy finally moves out from long A. Long range does not help. And finally, those SMGs did not come in fruition at the end of the day for Splyce. At least the 2 riflers are making work right now for Splyce. Peter getting 2 op kills. Bomb is now planted. It's a 2 versus 2.
Does Ruru have a good angle? Oh, I think he was spotted though.
Yeah.
It's hard to pass off that information. Oh, Tarek finds a kill for himself.
They spot the last guy towards mid. Big trade coming through. They're going to have to race for that defuse. And can FNS do it? Should have enough time.
He's got a kit, right?
No.
I think he did.
No.
No.
You know what? I have spectator mode. I could check this time. He has enough time. It's diffused.
It's diffused. The round is won. Splyce have done a great job with their bolstering their economy, as we can see. They've got like 3 to 4K per on top of the buys that they've added. Now, 2 people have a little bit of money left over, a little bit of bank. The cool thing about CT on this map is like you can get a Mag 7 and have it part of your like arsenal, like just part of your straight up strategy, even on a full buy, just because of like it's good on some of these angles, better than even maybe having a Colt, right, where you could just like kill someone in 1 hit, potentially kill 5 people in 5 hits. So.
Well, the 5-7s are coming to work, target into the book kill, but then Slemmy retaliates back as they're still trying to push towards this B bomb site. Ruru inside the drop zone, nice headshot there onto FNS with that wide shoulder peek. It's just a 3 versus 2, the bomb will go down. They do salvage some weapons right now for the CT side.
Not a terribly easy round to win. I mean, they do have pretty good afterplan spots, but we'll have to deal with 3 people in total. B site is difficult to retake, for sure.
Well, face-to-face, Cutler's going to win that one against Slemmy, so Peter's going to be the last man standing. Can he clutch another 3 versus 1? That clock is ticking down towards that chicken coop. He gets it. They're going to have the one with the kit move in. The defuse is going to come in as well, and the score is going to be 3-2, with CLG getting 2 in a row. But at least the bomb plan coming in for Splyce. That could put him in a position to still buy.
Yeah, I think they've got a little bit of money here, and they made it fairly competitive on that round. They brought it down to 2 people, and it looks like they're actually going to slow it down now, pick up an op, let Peter do his thing. And CLG Blue are going to sit back on their Mag 7, which is an easy buy, and then also have an op for themselves. JDM hasn't really seen action so far this half, and I wonder if they're going to go head-to-head.
I like that pun. Hasn't seen action, trying to go head-to-head.
I didn't make a pun.
Yeah, right.
You made a pun.
I made it fun.
I take no credit for that pun.
Well, it's going to be slow for it's Team Splyce. After that initial smoke is thrown from the CT side to cover out towards Long B. Very standard right now. It's going to be a slow play and try to maximize on the control up at Long B and towards the drop zone.
We're just checking the smoke out.
But at least they're still lurking one towards middle area as well. So I wonder if they're going to try to go for this. No, they're not going to try to go for drop zone control and a split towards A. I don't think so. Still going to be unorthodox to try to do here on T side. But we do have 40 seconds left on the round, so still plenty of...
Are they trying to A-split through drop, or are
That's what
they
I was
gonna
thinking,
run the bomb back?
but I doubt it.
Oh,
2v2K still lurking to try to get a few kills here.
over towards Long. Wow, Tarks jumps up. I guess there was a flash, but it didn't pop properly because it just looked like he dry peeked it. JDM getting dry peeked himself is going to get traded out by Peter, and now it's a 3v2. Once again, favorable for CLG. Have been doing a pretty good job here on their trade game. This is not an easy round to win. I mean, he basically has to go untouched.
And this is the second time that he's on a 3 versus 1. That clock is dwindling down, and that's the worst timing ever. He gets executed by Cutler coming out from connector. So now we're tied up 3-3 with, I don't think, a lot of economy right now. Yeah, they're at a position where they could probably go for Tech 9 armor if they wanted to. But they're going to opt for P250s across the board with utilities and maybe go for a drop inside B.
I'm really curious to see what like Slemmy Splywick is on this map, like as a terrorist. Like it seems like he sets up pretty similarly on most maps in the sense that like he's not just like 5-manning, or he's not just necessarily 4-1ing, but here is that flash and drop as you called, and they try to go down, but they do get mowed down. And Ruru finds 1 frag. FNS though on the tail end gets 2 with the Mag 7, puts that in his pocket. That's quite a bit of cash.
Oh, definitely. And I'm wondering if he's going to pick up that M4, drop for his teammate, and maybe buy another Mag 7. Yep.
I mean, he still has it.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep buying Mag 7s to hold that drop zone. That's his role right now on the CT side. So if his teammates fall, at least he could pick up a gun that's left behind and try to go for the help retake. But at the same time, him using that Mag 7 in danger, just good enough.
Wow, JDM is boosted up with the op. I mean, he's very close here. Is this flash good?
Yeah, I
Wow,
actually fully
great.
blinded him. Ruru didn't decide to run back up, so JDM forced to fall back at the bottom. Cutler getting an op pick, though, at long A onto Slemmy.
Cutler's like, did I get him?
Yes, you did. But the bomb is dropped so far intentionally here for the terrorist team. They're still trying to play that pickoff game. They're wasting a little bit of time and a little bit of teamwork there to try to go for trades for T side. Finally, Peter is going to pick it up. But Little Man is just dancing around on the other side of the smoke up against Dewey 2K. Here's the flash. Flash is being thrown, sorry.
Oh, that's a rip. Oh, he still gets the trade, though. Oh,
and a
and
second
2.
one, yeah. Sick round for Dewey 2K. Move up here. There's still one guy alive towards the back of the site. He's trying to move in. He's spotted at the same time as well. This is going to be tough for him, and that is going to be Cutler, and they're going to pinch back towards this B bomb site. Huge round needed by Finesse. Does manage to do so with the headshot onto Ruru. Coming back with another Mac-10 kill onto Stewie 2K. Just like that, it's 2 versus 2, and that's what we're talking about. Pick up that AK-47. Bomb plant is going to go down, and he's pushing across. Even though he's positioned, though. Shot miss. Spray from FNS. It's a 2 versus 1. FNS, solo man work, 4K, defuse, and a 5-3 score for CLG Blue.
What a huge effort from FNS. After Stewie got those 2 entries, turned it into a 3, getting the jump shot mag 7, getting 2 more on the retake by himself, and another kill. I don't even know where that kill was made, but cleaning house, dude. Carrying over that momentum from the first map, or the second map, excuse me, where he finished 31 with 31 frags. And he's just like building a bank for his team.
Yeah. He's at currently 9-4 after that 4K. And he is indeed the sugar daddy of CLG with the way he's playing with that Mag 7 inside that drop zone. Trying to push aggressively up towards upper B at the beginning of this round. A little bit of damage coming in from both sides as seems to favor more Splyce than CLG. It's going to be smoke after smoke, waiting for that to dissipate. Gonna wait on Peter. We really don't have an op to work with actually for Splyce's side to try to get those picks. So they're just going to fast execute here towards the B bomb site. But here's that enemy towards that back of the box. It's going to be JDM picked off by Akis, who gets a double. But Tarek is still alive, looking at Patience. Boop, bomb down. Chicken coop down. Third one down.
Oh, what a play.
Now USP trying to go for a 4K himself. He misses the pistol shots. He's going to reload now as they know exactly where Peter is at. They're going to flush him out with the mollies. And that is it. Little Man burns him down. And
what a play.
Great display of patience. Great display of patience.
Calm, cool,
one more time?
What's that?
One more time. Great display of patience.
Great display of patience.
So that being said, let's see what's going to happen for this team. As of course, after that, the great execution coming in, but unfortunately they haven't checked all corners.
Yeah, I'd say the last 3 rounds, like Splyce had a distinct advantage into the mid round.
Yeah.
And then somebody's made like a crazy play to bring it back. Or the 2v2 retake is, or the 3v2 retake has been favorable. Or they just put themselves in a good position, man advantage wise, into the late round. CLG either had like a lead or came back off of a great individual effort. But like killing 2 people in B and then leaving a man unaccounted for, inexcusable.
But who would have expected as well a third guy lurking on the left side of the site?
I mean, you expect up to 4 people in B and then your job's done. But
yes, but in the same
it costs
area,
you nothing to check it.
You had 1 guy behind the big box on the platform, 1 guy just at the drop zone by the broken wall, and 1 guy still hiding even further back.
Yeah.
So you get the first 2. You would not expect usually a third guy. You'll try to flush out towards Chicken Coop. That's why we saw that terrorist try to push strictly towards that area.
Yeah, I mean that's why it worked, right? But that doesn't mean it's excusable. Like if it's free to check, they're not going to be like, oh, no one would have checked that.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get wrecked by it every single time.
Yeah.
They're not going to forgive themselves for not checking it for sure.
Well, now we're going to see the unpause. So what is Splyce's move? They didn't have that much economy to work with, so they're going to decide to go for this pistol armor buy. At this point, they are looking out from the minimap, as you could see, to work towards that middle / long area. Really, nobody's watching that so far. Little Man's going to play it close by, but Cutler, after he sees nothing and hears nothing, will then decide to move in towards long and have a better position here to op. Gets the first kill onto Peter. Spotted a few more guys, and Little Man is going to be there for the support.
And again, working these eco rounds really slow. I wonder if they get good info off of them. If they take the info from these rounds and actually apply them to how they think or how they believe that CLG Blue are set up. Feels so weird calling them CLG Blue. Like
I know, but there's 2 CLG teams here. As Akis, without breaking the vents, actually gets the frag onto FNS. They try to move through the connector side, and they actually drop the bomb through there. They just try to do some sort of surprise and get a plant towards that B bomb side after, but it did not work. CLG actually stays strong and holds it back towards this A push. So now it's going to be the full gun round, of course, coming in from Splyce. But CLG Blue are looking quite good here on the CT side.
Yeah, Splyce are slowly getting dried out. I mean, they, you know, it takes a lot out of you to lose rounds where you have the man advantage, to lose a lot of clutch, like 2v2 rounds that are after plant situations. I mean, it's a huge individual. Oh, wow, the repeat just gets punished so hard. Oh, Little Man's going to find a trade, though. He's kind of stuck up here.
Well,
oh, it won't actually mean anything. I mean,
yeah.
he just gets away.
But Peter was able to take down his teammate Cutler, and he's going to try to go for the quick scope with success. Now it's just a 2 versus 1 like that. Connector is going to be Tarek moving out. He's actually crossfired. Peter missing that quick scope, but at least Akis is there inside that site. And you could hear there in that background, we do have some cheering from the crowd. Maybe the 6 people that are still alive here in at the center.
Shout out to you guys.
Yep. Actually going for the support for Splyce, looking for the upset onto CLG Blue.
Someone said he's been with us since 2 p.m. watching the stream. That's a trooper.
Yep. Yeah, big shout out to you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Big love here from the Northern Arena. So we're glad you guys enjoyed it as soon as we got rid of all those delays. Now back in this round, 7-4 in favor of CLG Blue. Despite losing that round, of course, enough economy was built for them to go for a full buy this round here, especially with the amount of kills that Tarek's been getting, or should I say Finesse has been getting with that Mag 7.
I want to say a slightly past the default. Yeah, just far back at long, and one person keeping them honest at drop. Few people watching the A push, and I wonder how it is that Slemmy makes a decision on where to go without getting too much aggressive info. And if they actually want to try to push Ruru over the edge here to take a peek, do they have information on how FNS is playing drop with the mag? I mean, I'm sure they do.
Pretty much under it all every single time, are playing in a room separate of it if they try to go for flashes and picks. But Cutler getting the first kill from that connector onto Akis. Crossfire as well from the A bomb site. Little Man trying to go for a double kill, but he is saved and helped by Tarek. Peter's now going to be the last man standing on the 4 versus 1 now, as he gets a kill with the AWP in front of connector, misses that quick scope. That would have been amazing, actually, on that flick shot. Going close range, no scope onto Tarek. Coming back, but it's going to be JDM this time waiting for him. And they put another round in to probably reset here the economy of Splyce.
Man. Yeah, they absolutely do get wrecked. They have to buy because it's just going to be like, wow, they actually would have been one off a buy even really light. It's like Slemmy is so hurting. Like, he's got half armor, but apart from that, the rest of his team, I guess, would have been one away from just like a decent buy. And then Slemmy would have had a Tech 9 next round.
Yeah.
That's a tough call. That's a really tough call.
Well, they are all crowded up here towards this long B and also the drop zone.
Is Tarek really covering an angle that, or is he just dodging flashes?
No,
I'm like, is he covering an angle that FNS isn't already covering, like even deeper than he is? So I'm like,
yeah, it's just a double cross fire setup actually. Actually, spray across. But that smoke is actually going to just nullify that help coming in from Tarek. Here comes the flashes coming through, and JDM is still holding inside this B side. Run through the smoke. Tarek is still waiting there. He gets the headshot onto Ruru, but is heavily damaged. To be traded back by Slemmy. 2 versus 2. They have come in inside the site. They have taken control of it as well, but Slemmy actually drops the bomb right in front of the doors. Now it's a 1 versus 1, and Little Man spraying across with that P90. And it's now going to be 9-4 with actually a closer result into this round.
That was super tight. I mean, I'm surprised that Tarek actually got that frag. That was the most surprising part for me. It just looked like he was about to die and came away with a quick headshot. And that's what the laser point precision aim that Tarek has allows him to do sometimes. Still a standard 2-3. JDM just off in his spot. Little Man up close, looking to make a little bit more money. And they know where he is, but he's still...
So here comes the action of Little Man with that spray with the P90, drops forward quickly. Finally, his spray has ended. Or his spree has ended by Ruru. But quickly retaliated by Cutler up towards that mid, and there you go. No ace coming in, as it's mentioned by Akis. But we're moving into the last round of the first half, and CLG Blue are just unstoppable now. And Tarek actually, or should I say FNS, for a few rounds actually stopped using that Mag 7 towards that drop zone.
Yeah.
So interesting to see how they're playing that.
I guess maybe until the later rounds where they just have like their economy is just perfect. Then they just go for the straight up rifles. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's cool, interesting take on the economic game. Look, okay, so you can tell right here in this way, Splyce are set up for a long B hit. They have no control on any other part of the map, like completely forfeited it. And again, Tarek's holding this angle. It's like, it doesn't actually, maybe just lining up
well,
for
actually,
when the smoke goes down. But
maybe from that, his teammates probably playing from the window side into the connector to look towards that drop zone. So that's why they have that crossfire set up. And Tarek gets 2 kills, and Finesse and JDM go to work as well. Slummy's going to be the last man standing. Quickly, just like that, we end the half 11-4 with a B push, totally denied by CLG.
11-4, looking like the first map, except they're going to go into T side next, which they'll be more than happy to do. I think that Splyce would be really good on CT side. That being said, I don't think CLG will be any less bad on T side. So man, it'd be tough to predict a different result. I think the only thing that separates the results right now are pistol.
But you've seen as well the way that Peter has been playing with that AWP on T side. He's playing a little bit more aggressively, going for those flicks, going for those quick scopes. If he has that confidence and still is able to carry it over to the CT side, he could put a lot of damage on the hole towards B if he's going to be opting towards that side. But CLG for this round, let's see what's going to happen towards this pistol. They do have 3 guys working towards this close to drop. Tarek and FNS working together towards that middle. They will not see anything as of yet. Everything stays calm. There's actually Ruru that pushed all the way up towards long A, so he's going to get a lot of information and probably give it a chance for Slemmy to rotate across. Yes, indeed. That's why from that minimap, you see now a 4-man stack from Splyce. Here's the execution, and here's the push.
Making footsteps. I mean, Slemmy is just closing in. The longer they take, the bigger this flank gets.
They're going to try to pinch in towards that drop zone to take control of that first. Stewie 2K, though, stays alive. Finally traded out by FNS, but Ruru is still there. FNS still trying to go to work, but does not work. And Ruru gets the execution from that huge flank that came towards long A. Keeps it alive for a Splyce as they get the pistol round.
Yeah, taking advantage of that information in a big way, and I think that's what CLG got the hint just now, that they must have got some info, because they just were so ready for that push, and clearly hit all their shots. I mean, they gave themselves really good angles to hit shots. Like, you could know they're rushing B and still lose the round, but they were set up really nicely to be able to trade, and Stewie obviously getting 2 quick headshots made it that much easier, but now it's a game. Now it is a real game. Like, they're only 6 rounds behind instead of a total of 7. They also have potentially like 2 free rounds on their hands, as opposed to against. And these pistol rounds are so powerful now.
Yeah, exactly. We can't really count anything away from CLG, especially that the round that won them, the round of Dust 2, was pistols. And it was basically the same setup: 1 Deagle, a couple of P250s, couple of Tech 9s. As they're going to flash, or should I say smoke towards the connector first for them to flash up towards mid and then plow up towards this middle area. Can they hold it for the CT side so far? Yes. Akis and Slemmy holding long enough for his teammates to rotate, leaving Finesse the last man standing only. Dink comes through, but it's a flawless victory for Team Splyce.
We've seen them do it before. And a flawless victory means that they just have 5 buys. And all these guns that they buy.
5 alive?
No, 5 buys. 5 buys burgers. They've got like 3 Fomuses, right? They didn't lose a single one, so they invested heavily in that round, and they came away with all of them. So not only will they have these for the next round, they won't even have to upgrade.
And look how aggressive this is going right now, and they're gonna just run through mollies as well. They're just gonna get burnt down for the first one, second one down to 61 HP. They're just gonna try to run through with blocks, but look how close they are playing. Peter is just stacking up the money with the MP7, getting 3 kills. And it's gonna be $1,800 and building it up enough for him to get an AWP and full nades and a kit.
This is a grind. It's been for Splyce. They played 5 maps in a row, 5 maps straight.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They played 2 groups in a row. 2 groups stage matches in a row. And still going strong. And now we're going to see what happens. First rifle. Again, Splyce didn't have to upgrade. They kept 5 alive last round too. That's huge.
Well, FNS and Tarek going to work now towards this A site. It's a quick execution actually from CLG. Rotation already comes across from the CT side, though on the top of the balcony. One's already inside the site. It is going to be Ruru. Flash is coming through. They spot him, but he spams it through the wall. Tarek answers back up at mid towards the connector onto Stewie 2K as they're still trying to move in for CLG, and Tarek just keeps spamming and spamming. Getting the kill. Off shot then, one again from JDM against Peter. CLG Blue turns things back around.
They steal it back. That's not quite telling though, because of how much money they saved, they actually just have no problem buying one more time. I don't even have to look at the money to know that. And
you're so good.
What's that?
You're so good.
No, I mean that's just them having 5 alive in the last 2 rounds.
5 alive.
That's right. 5 guys.
Oh boy. So Cutler now trying to move up for CLG. He's going head-to-head against Slemmy very soon. But he just decides to fall back a little bit here. Trying to keep Slemmy on his toes and continuous shoulder peeks. So now the bomb is on the back here of Tarek, and they're going to try to work back towards this A side. I mean, it's worked a few times so far. They want to keep it going. Also using Little Man to try to get a little bit more information. I mean, he's invested a little bit less.
I see what you did there.
Wow, what did I do?
Little.
I didn't.
I see you.
I see you, baby. No?
I'm not helping you out.
But with that, Little Man getting the entry with the Tech 9 onto Slemmy, and that opens it up towards the A bomb site. There's only one more remaining inside A, and this Molly actually forces him out of position. He's then up down by GDM. Peter misses that quick scope. So it's going to be a 3 versus 1. Repeaks. And again, it's going to be GDM that takes the upper hand. That's going to be frustrating because
the quick head scratch.
I think the last 3 deaths that he's had was against GDM.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, you got a kill and then came back, and like CLG have been able to take A site. I'm surprised at how well they're able to do it. Like I know you just throw any team out there and they're just gonna get mowed down. There's a lot of individual talent on Splyce, but CLG just answer back with just a lot of firepower themselves.
So a save round for Splyce. They are going for a boost towards the little tower of long A, but only with P250s, no armor. He is now spawning here. He did have 2 flashes in case he wanted to go for a flash peek from the boost at drop zone. And look how aggressive they are. They saw Cutler, I think that was, pushing up. They split out, and then they crawl back in to really try to win that fight. Now Tarek jumping across, headshot onto Akis, trying to go for a second run, runs out of bullets, but the crossfire is real towards long. Losing a MAC-10 is not too bad. 4-on-2 right now, make that a 4-on-1. Finesse will get a free plant towards his B bomb site. And Ruru will just try to look for exits to salvage any type of rifles when the bomb will go off.
Do you think of like a fluffy dog when you see Ruru?
A floppy dog?
No, a fluffy. Like a fluffy dog? Like a... What's a fluffy dog?
A Ruru. Like that?
No, that's like Scooby. But I think of like a fluffy dog. You know, the ones you get like...
Unfortunately, I didn't until you mentioned it now, so no.
That you get their hair did.
The bomb is going to go off. Score is going to be 14-7 here in favor of CLG Blue. And Ruru will actually not see anybody on the exits there, so $300 that he invested, he keeps it for this round here. And they're looking at the full buy coming through, but just nothing but rifles.
Yeah, nothing but rifles, and it might not be too much of an issue. I think their issue is more than just like maybe the op like dedicated A instead of like Peter opping towards B, which I think they wanted to have him do originally. So a lot of times CLG were just hitting A and Peter's in like a rotate spot, and it's really awkward. Like he can't just be a turn in that situation. Like usually he'd want to move around, but like even if he was dedicated A, he could move around quite a bit. Instead, he was going from like B to A, which is much different battle. Oh, did he give up on that jump? Or
he missed it. He missed it. Just too much smokes happening around, but it comes to his advantage. He was able to backstab 2, but He was quickly traded out. JDM then the opening frag onto Stewie 2K by the statue area. They're looking to get the bomb plant here. JDM, nice shot as well. They are looking at game point end series very soon as they take down Slemmy. And indeed, this is the case.
Oh, it's looking grim. Would we say that Splyce have made it farther than we thought they would, or should have?
Yes.
Yes. I think they've done very well.
Them and Nexus for sure.
Them and Nexus for sure, for sure. And Nexus is technically still in this. I mean, they
they're
actually
playing
come back
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not necessarily making it farther, but if they win tomorrow, potentially.
So this is actually going to see who's going to move on to the grand finals, and at this point, it's looking to be CLG Blue. Tara gets the opening kill, but
Quite
two
a bit
of them
of
are
damage
actually
done.
exactly. Two of them are under 10 HP.
And there's a man down as well. I mean, now it's all of a sudden in Splyce's favor. Just looking at his bloody teammates. Like, what can you...
Oh, peace.
Oh, my goodness. What a nade.
Peter returns the favor. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't a grenade to the face that kills him. Well, I guess it was, but it was a literal HE this time. Not a smoke. So JDM and FNS.
That was like a dunk. You heard the backboards break?
Nice pick there by Peter again. So a huge round for him, but quickly traded out as he was trying to run straight for that AWP for the pickup.
If I can't have it, neither can you.
Yeah.
Let's go for a better throw.
At this point, he throws away his main rifle as well, knowing that this round is pretty much lost for CLG. A little bit smarter for him. They'll try to run in towards that drop zone. Hey, take my op, Peter says.
That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, and then they won't even find anything. And
Oh,
no!
that's a rip.
And he still could plant it.
And they don't even bother him. They just let him land.
And Stewie picks up that op no matter what.
No spam through the smoke.
And they're just waiting for that defuse because I
That's
think they're going to be able to pick up the second AWP, I think.
Yeah, are they going to hunt for it? Yeah, it looks like Akis has an idea of what happened. Oh, beeline, just right for an AK, I suppose. Okay. See if
Nope.
anything better? No? Okay. So overall, I mean, like, it's still semi-expensive for a Splyce. I mean, they really played that super carefully, not spamming that smoke at all. Just did not want to get outplayed. Just want to let the bomb go down and just, like, kill him and defuse.
Well, still game point situation for CLG, and they're looking to push this aggressively towards B. It's worked before. They'll try it again. They molly out towards the drop zone. They're gonna have to smoke to try to get across. No, they're just going to wait for that molly to dissipate, except for Little Man, who just runs across with only 18 HP remaining. Now another molly's being thrown, or incendiary grenade. He's going to be forced to just wait a little bit more. But the rest of the guys are moving through for CLG. Close towards the fountain. Op shot missed by Peter. The spray, though, finally taken down by JDM with the op. Bomb is not planted. The tournament is on the line here for Splyce, who are staying alive, getting 2 kills on that retake. 3 versus 3 now. Clock is ticking on that bomb. Color is still playing Ring Around Ruzi towards that statue, sorry. They get a double kill. It's a 1 versus 1. Can Akis clutch this and keep it alive for Splyce? Molly being thrown on the bomb on top of that. Actually, it's a 2 versus 1 still. I didn't notice the HP remaining for FNS. He makes it to a 1 versus 1. He actually goes for that smoke, but there's no time remaining, should I say, with the kit, and that ends it 16-8 on the third map, and CLG moves it to the grand finals tomorrow.
Congratulations to CLG. Dominant performance. 2-1 victory over Splyce, who took the first map in dominant fashion. I thought after that, maybe a 2-0 for them. It got kind of crazy. We saw some upsets in that way.
It was against CLG's favorite map, too.
CLG's favorite map as well. Yeah.
On train.
A map they picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that being said, we will have on schedule tomorrow, I think it should be around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the second semifinal match between NXS and Complexity. And then we'll move on to the grand finals. So things should be looking good. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us throughout the day and watching these matches. Unfortunately, with the delays that we had this morning, still happy how things turned out towards the end of the day. Big shout out to Asus. Big thanks to them, or Asus, or Asus, however you guys want to say it, and also to CSGO Lounge, sorry. And with that being said, I think it's time for us to rest our voice, dear Launders, to move out for tomorrow. What do you think?
Oh, yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here for the first ever event. Day number 1 completed for the Northern Arena. Van Silly and Launders. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.